All right, in this video tutorial, we're going to continue on here and we're going to finish off the hover states of our menu, do a little bit of cleanup and change some of the colors. So let's jump back to our CSS sheet where we left off, and we're going to add a hover state for each of those menu items. So we'll scroll down here to where we left off. We just barely finished the current, and right after this, we're going to create the hover state. Now the hover state is fairly simple. It's going to use a pseudo selector. So we're going to say main-nav space ul li a and then a colon hover. And that being the pseudo selector, the colon means the pseudo selector, the hover state. And for the different declarations and properties and values here, we're going to be adding just a simple color change on the hover state. So we're going to switch the background color. So we'll say background color, and we're going to change this background color to white. Now right now you'll see that the menu is red, and when we hover over it, it's going to change to the white, same as this. And we'll change the color of the text as well. And the color of the text, we just are going to use this same color actually, so I'm just going to copy and paste it there. And let's save that and jump back here and refresh. Command R, and oops, let's make that little thing disappear. Okay, let's jump back to the browser here and let's refresh, Command R, and let's hover over these, and you can see how that hover state now is in fact working. So the last thing we want to do here is change the font of the menu and then fix a few of these colors. So let's come back here to our main menu where we have this rule right here for main nav ullia. So this rule here is affecting the anchor tags, and we're actually going to change the font of this menu. Now, the font we're going to be using is one from the Google Font Library. If you're not familiar with the Google Font Library, I'll just quickly jump over there. You can just do a web search for Google Fonts, and that will pull up the Google Font Library. So it's right here, google.com/webfonts. And they have over 600 different open source fonts that you can use on your website. So you're free to browse all these different fonts here and pick any font that you like, and it's pretty easy to include those. So I'm just going to do a quick search here, and the font I'm after is called Days 1, and here it is. So all you need to do is just say add to collection. It'll pop it down here inside of your collection. You can come over here, you can click the review tab to see exactly what it's going to look like. And then I'm going to click the use tab, and when you scroll down on the use tab pane, it'll show you exactly the code you need to copy and paste. So the first thing I need to do is get this link. So I'm going to copy this link and jump over to my HTML, as I need to link to that Google font in my head section. So right after my title, I'm linking to that specific custom font, and then after that, I'm linking to my style sheet. So that's done. I'm going to save the HTML. And then the only other thing you need to do is integrate the font. So I can just copy this font family right here, jump back over to my CSS, and wherever I want that custom font to appear, I simply paste in that declaration. So I can just paste that there, and now this selector here is going to use that Days 1 font. So let's save here and come back and refresh. We'll close down this Google Fonts and refresh our page. And I didn't see that change, so let's hurry and see what I've troubleshoot this really quick. Let's jump back over here. And oh, there's the issue. You probably noticed it before me. I already have a font family declared on here of Myriad Pro, so this one is declared later than this one, so this is overriding the latter. So I just need to simply delete this one that I punched in there earlier and save and come back here and refresh. And now we can see that font does in fact change to that custom Google font. So it's pretty easy to incorporate those. Do remember that they add a little bit of overhead to your web page, but that's how you can use custom fonts and typography on your site.